Sorry, guys. Hello. Okay, I'm going to wait a second for people to come on. Sorry, guys. I came on here and then I realized I had like 8% battery life, and I realized that it was probably going to cancel on me if I continued. So, sorry about that. I got a charger pack. I'm here. It's been one of those Mondays where, well, I also went to a wedding last night, which kind of threw things off, going on a Sunday and then getting organized today. And then I had a meeting this morning, which I don't normally schedule meetings for Monday morning, so it's just been kind of a whirlwind. I also did not tell people when I was specifically coming on live, so I figured I would just come on here. I'm going to answer questions that I've gotten already, and I'm going to save this so that I can send it out to anybody who isn't able to join live. But if you are here, hi Taylor. Hi Arnold. Thank you for joining me. If you guys have any specific questions, so I'm here today because I'm talking about my ARE small group coaching program that is open now, and it's officially starting next week, which is wild. And I'm closing the cart Thursday. So it's about half full now, a little over, which is awesome. But I know there's questions people had. So I saved questions people have asked me over the week. And then I figured I could also go live to, see if there's any other ones. Can you hear me? Just make sure. You can give like a little heart or thumbs up or something. Make sure that you can hear me. Let's see. Yes, okay, perfect. I have this little alert here saying they're telling my followers that I started a live. So I'm just gonna get into it. Again, I didn't really tell anyone when I was going live. I just said I was going live Monday, so I kind of winging it here. But okay, so hello. We are doing a small group coaching program called Mind Over ARE. Now, this is going to be a little different than your typical ARE test prep because we are going into more of the mindset behind the exams, which sometimes I get a little, sometimes I don't want to explain too much because I don't want to scare people away. Because when I say stuff like mindset or all sorts of things, I feel like people are like, what's this woo-woo weird stuff? Like, I just need to get through the exams. Especially with architecture, we're very, math, science based, but so much of taking these exams and getting through them is being able to mentally get through them. So there's a lot of mindset and strategies that we need to work on to really get through ourselves, get over ourselves in order to get through these exams. I've heard everything from I'm not good at taking exams. I get so caught up in the anxieties that once I'm there, it's like everything I've taught or learned goes out the window. I've heard things like, I failed. And so now I sit down and study and I know the material, but I've just don't want to schedule my next exam. I can't do it. So this is going to be a program to get you excited again about the exams, to motivate you, to feel confident in yourself, knowing that you can do it. And we're going to get you scheduling your exams. So that's a big one, is we're going to get you scheduling and taking your exams and passing them. So I'm just going to go through a couple questions that I was asked. And then, if you have some, throw them in there. This one was an important one I wanted go over, because I was asked, are you expecting us to take all of the exams after 6 weeks? Or do we just join the program, do that for 6 weeks, and then figure it out? They're wanting to know kind of like what that timeline looks like. So I know Amber Books really pushes like this accelerated exam timeline. I don't agree with that. You do you, that's great, but I am not a big proponent on getting in there and taking all your exams in a week or 2 weeks. So this is not a 6-week program where you are going to be taking all 6 exams. I just realized 6 weeks. Has nothing to do with the fact that there's 6 exams. It's not like this is a gnarly boot camp where you're going in here and you're scheduling and you're taking all your exams. That's not the intention. We're going to work through different strategies and testing strategies, study strategies, all that kind of stuff that's going to be able to help you throughout your entire testing process. So you're also going to have access to this program forever. So, if you take one exam, say you schedule an exam and you take that after the 6 weeks, then you decide, and then you pass, and then you have this that you can keep doing. It's going to be strategies that will help you throughout your entire process, but also throughout just like life. They're going to be good strategies. So it's not like it's a 6-week sit down, put our nose in the book, and then leave it. It's going to be practices that you can do throughout the whole time, and also that will stick with you. So I hope that answers it. Also, everyone is on different pages so far. It's if you haven't even taken an exam, you can join. If you are in middle of the exams, if you've taken and passed some, you can join. If you only have one left, but you haven't been able to get past it, you can join. So it's not, you don't have to be at a certain level in order to come in. The next question I had was, what's the study strategy related to the program? Are we going to give you, or are you going to give us a customized strategy and schedule to study? So, and for this person, for example, they're taking PA in April, and was wondering, like, am I going to be saying, okay, forget everything you've studied, this is how you need to do it? No. So again, people can be at all different levels. We are going to kind of look at what you are currently doing, what's maybe working for you, what's not working for you. And so we may switch up maybe how you're doing it, but I'm not going to have you come in and say, okay, now you have to buy this, and this, and this. I'm going to say, this is what worked. For me, we're also going to try to, figure out what type of learner you are so that you can hone in your testing strategies so that it makes sense for you. So, if you have a exam scheduled in April, in middle of the program, that's perfect. Take it. I definitely don't, all the work that you've been doing up until this point will still be relevant. Low battery thing. Let's see. Okay. Another question. I currently have, and they listed out a bunch of current study resources that they have: Amber Book, ARE 5 Review Manual, all these things. But they're not so sure about what materials, they're feeling overwhelmed at what materials. And so this is definitely something that we are going to go over. We are going to kind of look at what you are currently working on and see how we can make sense of it so that you're not feeling totally overwhelmed, and you can start dialing it in. So again, if you have certain test materials, that's perfect. You don't have to change that up. This person asked that they can't make this session and was wondering if we're going to do another session. Yes, but not right away. So I'm planning on doing another one probably in the summertime. So yeah, that's a short answer. Okay, so when does it start? We're starting next week. It's a 6-week course. There's only 4 modules in it. Modules, if you're not familiar, are there's like a weekly video course, essentially. Typically 40, 60 minutes, depending on it. There's a workbook associated with each thing because so much of the learning process comes with the work you do. So there's 4, but we're going to be doing a live coaching session each week. So there will be 6 of those. So that first week, it's going to be, there won't be an actual module, but it's going to be a coaching, and there's going to be like this kind of workbook assessment type thing that we're going to go into. That's when we're going to dive into kind of what's working for you, what's not working for you, what stage are you at, start answering all those questions, and that's the goal too, why I wanted it to be a small group, is so that it can stay intimate. We can all have a chance to talk, and, even though it's not one-on-one, it will feel one-on-one, but you'll still have this group of people who are all in the same boat as you and going through the same thing, so that you can rely on them to ask questions, talk about what's working for them, what's not, and just have a peer group to be able to collaborate with on the day-to-day. So that starts next week on March 29th. And when you purchase the course, you'll get info. So the cart is open now. It closes on Thursday. And then that's when I'm going to be sending out all the info to people who are in it. If it fills up before Thursday, then it's going to be closed. So again, I'm trying to take about 10 people. We're about half full now. So if that is, if you want to get in on this round, get on in there. I wonder if I could have probably put a link on here or something. Probably, but it's really easy. It's just beyoungdesign.com/courses. If you're on my mailing list, I sent you out a nice long email about all the details with that link. I'll also put the link in my bio so it's easy for you to find. But there's a lot of information on the course website. So I go into like what to expect. There's some frequently asked questions over there. So if you want more info that's not on here, go over there. And then you can also DM me because I'm available. If you're busy, so I know we're all busy. If you're not able to meet or follow the program those exact weeks, that's totally fine. It's flexible. The course is yours, so you can work on it on your own time. However, I do want to say that a lot of this, because it's a small group coaching, is a lot of that collaboration. So to get the most out of it, you really want to be able to kind of collaborate and participate with the other people in the group so that you can get that support. And then also, if you don't join the live coaching sessions, then you kind of miss out on that too. So even if you're busy and not able to maybe watch all the modules or work on all the workbook, there's some flexibility, but again, it's an investment in you. And so I do recommend really, participating as much as possible to get the most out of it. for some reason my battery pack isn't working, so my phone is low. So I don't want this to die. I want to get through some of these questions. If I don't get through everything, please DM me anything you need. Okay, this person said they haven't actually taken their first exam. Is that okay? Yes, I mentioned this earlier. Any part of the process you are in, definitely this is for you. So even if you haven't started yet, I have a person who hasn't started yet, and they just have been too nervous to schedule their first exam. So this is exactly for you too. Okay, let's see. A quick breakdown, like what is it going to look like, the actual topics. So on the website, I do break down the different modules. Some of it is maybe not going to make a lot of sense, and it will make a lot more sense once we're going through it. But just to give you, a little snippet, module 1, we're going to dive deep into mindset. So we are going to be talking about things like fears and limiting beliefs, and we're going to be setting actionable steps for you to get through these exams. We're going to talk about identity and, all sorts of stuff that you may not have talked about at all for these exams or ever. So it's going to be great. It's going to be super productive, but know that it is going to be a little bit different than maybe what you're expecting or what you're used to. So we're going to, module 2, we're going to talk about accountability. We're going to talk about exam strategies. We're going to talk about habits. So one big thing we're going to go through in these is exam strategies for before, so during studying, day of, and then after. So we're going to go through each of those stages and how you can set yourself up for success. Module 3, we're going to go into letting go, growing, intentions. Module 4, we're going to be talking about your ideal outcomes and taking action. And again, I know that all of that might seem either out there or not what you're used to. But obviously that's what the program is for, is kind of switching your mindset on the entire process to really actually make it fun and make you think differently about this instead of something to dread, something to really be excited about. Let's see, what else? What's it going to cost? So again, we're going to have these weekly modules, which is going to be 4 sets, which actually comes out to a $788 value. Then we're going to have these live weekly coaching calls. Again, there's going to be 6 of these. This on their own, and these are all based on when I do one-on-ones. This is based on the workbook handout things that I offer. This is based on hourly rates. All that sort of stuff is all built into this. So those live weekly coaching calls, that's a $1,782 value, which is really awesome value. Those weekly coaching calls, especially because they're small groups. The weekly workbook, so that total, we're going to have that 6 weeks. That's $388. So that's a total course value just under $3,000, but it is going to be $699 for those 6 weeks. I also am going to be throwing in some really cool bonuses that I can't announce quite yet because I'm trying to work on it to make sure this one that it is going to be included. So I might not have that dialed in until after cart is closed. So it might be just a bonus surprise if you're in it. But I'm working on that, and hopefully I can get that dialed in before close on Thursday. So stay tuned. I'll give you more info on that. But I also am offering, I'm really excited to set this up. I didn't have this set up last time, but I set up a flexible payment option so that it is smaller pay installments for $185. I want to make this as flexible as possible for people. But it's it's something that I wish I could just give to everybody, but I know it will be a really good investment in yourself, especially if you can pass these exams without having to take them over and over. I'm also really excited because, and I haven't announced this yet, but I am offering a scholarship for this. So I'm doing one scholarship for this. I, again, want to make this as accessible as possible to everyone. Maybe in the future, if we have a bigger group, I can offer more than one scholarship. But since it's such a small group, I'm doing one scholarship. And I have actually already had someone apply and have given it to them. So it's closed now for this one. But next time I will be offering that again. I'll give more information on that next time. But it is something that's important to me to be able to really help out as many people as possible. So those were the main questions I had. Again, you can go on the website beyoungdesign.com/courses. So you can get signed up. You can look at all the information, see if there's any extra questions that I didn't answer that are on there. If there's even more than that, feel free to reach out to me and I can get you all the information you need. And yeah, I feel like I rushed through that, but I also don't want this phone to die. So thank you for your patience. And yeah, I hope everyone's having a wonderful Monday. I feel like it's been a Monday. But all right, I think that's about it. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I will talk soon.